it was a bit of a departure from what Deacon was in season 1, where he was just kind of straight up antagonist. So I already knew that in order to give the character a season-long arc, it was already going to be different than what he was in season 1. Yeah, and so things were a bit repurposed, and his role in the group dynamic had to be defined because I was no longer just antagonist. So I did know that I was going to be playing, coming at the group from a different place and being part of the group from a different way than season 1.
Told most of us the basic, like the arc, but in terms of all the twists and turns that you're talking about, like the mysteries, who is the witness, and all the rest of that, they keep that from us as well. So I'm as excited to find out as you are. What's great about season 2 is the characters have all been developed and fleshed out at this point, and now it's time to, like you said, pair them off with new people and kind of see what happens. And season 2 starts off with Cassie is in the future, stuck in the future, and I'm stuck in the past. And so I don't want to give too many things away, but Cassie's interacting with a lot of people from my world, and I'm interacting with a lot of people from her world.
I'll take any sentence that starts with Todd's a great example. You just end it there. To kind of to spring off that, we pretty much pick up right where season 1 ended, and Cassie is now stuck in the future, and so I think that immediately creates a dynamic between myself, who's now in the facility with Jones, and Cassie, and Deacon has to kind of go, well, am I with the Blue Man Group, or am I with the people who I probably see a bit more humanity in? An irony being that Deacon's looking for humanity. But yeah, so yeah, the pairings are definitely different. I did not really get to work with Barbara until the season finale of season 1, and so there's been a lot more interaction for me, because I'm now stuck with people that I wasn't stuck with.
Always conflicted about, on one hand she wants to pursue her mission, and on the other hand there are human relationships, so she always has to really decide on her allies, where she's going to go, what is going to serve her mission. That is always her main trajectory. I think he teaches, we had in season 1 in the pilot, our very first meeting, when I say to him, it's destiny, it's fate. And I think that goes like a red thread through all the second and first and also second season.
So it's just a recording?
There is something there that I think they feel that they are important for each other.
Yeah, I don't think Cole does trust her at the beginning. It's just he has to. The stakes are so high that he feels like he has to take the chance. And eventually, as things proceed and the relationship changes, then he does very much start to trust her, and they become closer.
He's her most prized person. He is the most important person for her, because she knows about this fate thing. This is the person who will lead her to where she needs to go.
He starts off, he comes from a very, very hard life at the beginning, and I think he's sort of been beaten down by that life, and he's lost a pretty large portion of his own humanity. I don't think he has a lot of humanity left, and he does have a lot of regret about that, and he is looking for some form of redemption. But he's ready to basically take any life he needs to take, and also give his own life. I just think human life, even his own, doesn't have a lot of value to him at the start, at the top of the story. And then as he does experience different realities time periods, different worlds, different people, like Cassie. You know, it changes him, and he begins to value life and see that there is something to it, and yeah, it changes him fundamentally. But by the end of season 1, you know, he's at the point where he has this newfound compassion that we didn't have before. So that's where it starts off for season 2.
You're going to see more of her backstory. Can't reveal too much about her. Don't know how much we see about her husband.
I'm not saying anything.
But I mean, I think the real thing in her that broke her was the death of her daughter that happened in the past, and that is something that fuels her work, fuels her mission, but also she has shut down a lot through that. I think she's really one of these people who has completely changed from a young person to an older person, and I think we will learn a little more why that is and why that happened, and understand that more, and that she has a hard time to open up, and why she has a hard time to open up. But she does it. So interesting things are happening with her. She opens some window.
Well, I think you know, initially Deacon was an opportunist, and I think he saw the attempts to, like, he couldn't have cared less what the gray-faced people wanted to do. It was just going to get him a chance to get himself and the West 7 into the facility. But like once he crossed into that threshold, and then suddenly it was time travel and meeting Railly has a profound effect on who he is and his point of view. I think he certainly had a way of doing things before, and then suddenly this I think honestly he could care less about the time travel as long as it doesn't mess up, you know, his power base and whatnot. But then as he gets deeper in and starts to see what other people are, God, we're walking through minefields. As he really develops other relationships that he didn't have before, his priorities shift, and his methodology might shift. I'm not going to say that they declaw him, but we might see his soft, fuzzy bellies. You're just going to get to see a lot more aspects of this guy who was kind of just a sarcastic bastard in season 1. Still a sociopath, but a sociopath with more options, more emotional options, and we will reveal glimpses as to why he is what he is and what led him to be this. So, and as much as they're showing backgrounds of Jones that you didn't see before, we are kind of peeking behind the curtain of Deacon as well.
The one thing that is really exciting, I think, about the second season is that, okay, there's more character development, you get to know the people better, but there's also some amazing plot things. I mean, they're just like what the writers figured out. I really loved reading the scripts. I mean, at the end of the script, I really wanted to know how does it go on.
And they emailed them to us at like midnight. I'm like, I have to read it. And so they sent us like 2 scripts. They sent us like the last 2 scripts at like midnight. I'm like, well, looks like I'm up till 2, because they're just they're pop boilers.
I wouldn't say they come to the old pro for any answers, but you know, it's fun. It gives us a lot more opportunity. Having more characters than him be able to time travel, it gives us the opportunity to bring a lot of these characters and send them off, in pairs or more into these different, exciting, interesting new periods of history to do things as a team. So it's been a lot of fun. They tweaked that a little bit now that the formula has been somewhat changed, so it's not quite as taxing on the body. It still takes a toll, but it's not quite as.
My injections get better. Well, she has ups and downs. She has moments of depression, definitely, because she's not stupid. And so there are self-doubts. Right? She's coming down a little bit from her high horse, but she is still a doer, and she is still always finds something. Let's say the writers find something that make her go on. But there are definitely moments where she has self-reflection and realizes that. But she believes she's doing it for a greater good, right?
I don't think he knows what to make of Jennifer. She's an enigma. Who knows why she behaves the way she does? Is she genuinely crazy? Is there more to it? I think he's intrigued by her. I think he's very drawn to her, and I think he is absolutely perplexed by her as well. And yes, there's a good deal of development in season 2 between the two of them, and it goes to interesting places.
She is such a fun character. This is like a dream character for an actor. I think also Emily Hampshire is really amazing, wonderful in it.
Dervish.
Yeah.
As I said before, at the end of season 1, he has no choice but to send her, catapult her to the future to hopefully save her life, and he's stuck in the past. So they begin physically separated, and they also begin more emotionally separated than they were in season 1. Again, I can't get too much into it because there's a bunch of cool stuff that is revealed basically right away in the first episode. But it's really interesting character development. It adds to the mythology. I don't want to give it away because it's fun. He enjoys himself. He comes from a place where they had nothing, nothing at all. Now he gets to go to all these different rich periods of history and experience all the elements that made them great. So yeah, he proves to be very adaptive, and he has a really good time. He particularly likes the 40s. He has a good time in the 1940s. The stakes are still very, very high, and it's still a very sort of dark world they inhabit. But yeah, I think just by the very nature of opening up the time travel and bringing more characters and more interesting interpersonal relationships, you end up having the dark with the light.
Get this decoration, yeah.
Deacon was already kind of a smart ass, and so they continue in season 2 to allow me to lean into his sense of humor at times when needed to. So, like you were saying before, when you are living in such a dark place, those moments of levity and kind of human comedy moments, you need them. Yeah, and we definitely they made room for that this season.